It's Inside My Messy, Messy Mind, and today is Writer's Wednesday. So we're going to talk about my writing process and inside my messy, messy mind with where I went and how I got there. So we've talked about when I wrote. We've talked about how I came to the process, like what my intentions were with my writing, and then how I actually got started in keeping myself accountable, okay? So now we're going to talk about actually the steps on my path to getting there. Well, I wrote a children's story, and so I realized that you can't have a good children's book unless you have really good children's pictures, and I don't draw. So I needed to find somebody really good out there who could draw, and I am really old-fashioned. I need somebody locally. I know that the rest of the world does the internet, and they can exchange pictures and ideas and all those kind of things through FaceTime or, Skype or whatever. I really just wanted to sit down and tangibly touch and see those sketches, okay? And I wanted to kind of brainstorm with my illustrator, and I wanted them to meet me so they could really get a feel for who I was and where I was going with this. This is really important to me. This is a big deal. This is my thing. This is my dream, my goal, and I wanted my illustrator to be totally on board with that. I didn't want it to be somebody in India who was just cranking out what they thought should go on those pages. And so, I'm a control freak, I guess, right? So I looked at, and I don't know the website right now, I'm really sorry, but there's an Illustrator's website, okay, where you can go and there's all these really fabulous illustrators on there. But it was really hard to find an illustrator that was local, and honestly, they were so professional. And I was so behind the 8 ball. When I contacted these people, I was already overwhelmed. They were already speaking a language that I just didn't speak, okay? They were talking about concepts and mock-ups and, and you owe this much for that and this much for that. And I was like, okay, so I just kind of wanted to talk about what my ideas were and where I was going. And they seemed to think they just took the story and ran, and it was really difficult for me. So I advertised on Craigslist. And I know that's going to sound really silly, but I gave up. I gave up on the professional sites. And there's also an author illustrator website. It's something like swbi.com. I highly recommend it for everybody. There's a major conference in New York in February and one in LA in July 7th through the 10th. My girlfriend who just published a book, Dandy the Lion, she and I are going to the July conference, and we're really excited, and I really highly advise becoming part of a professional network. But when you're not a professional, as I wasn't, I just posted in Craigslist, and my posting basically said, I need an illustrator for a children's book, and I need someone not in India. I need someone local, as in Arizona, because I can get to pretty much anywhere in Arizona. And I had to narrow it down from there, and actually in my own Tri-City area, like 10 miles away, I found a phenomenal person. But I went through like 3 people who flaked out on me, who said they'd do it, but then didn't, who skipped meetings, who didn't show, who had ideas, who said it would be easy, but then it was very, very difficult. So finding the illustrator, which was such a key component to my book, probably took me 9 months. And that wasn't even the drawing part. That was just finding that person. So what I'm recommending and what I'm trying to teach you through this is, if you have a really important element to your writing, to your story, to your part of your book, or if you're watching these just trying to see what you should do about your dream and your dream is completely different, see what is so key to your piece. What makes it so important? What makes it so unique? And then try to see how you're going to make that work, because it did take me 9 months. But once I found her name is Venus Nayujan. She's amazing. She was worth the 9-month wait. So my quote for you today is, "He who would search for pearls must dive below," by John Dryden. Okay, so that's Writers Wednesday today. You have a great day.